Okay, so we looked at how to schedule notifications for a moonrise in both rehearsal and live mode. Now we're going to look forward to next month's total solar eclipse on April 8th. Let's imagine we're in Texas, for example, and at this location near the town of Cameron, towards the southern limit of the Central Path. We'll get a relatively short period of totality there. So let's have a little look at, you can see there it's about a minute and something. Look at the detailed timings here. You can see second contact at 1:38:40 seconds, third contact at 1:39:46 seconds, so it's just over a minute or so of totality. So let's say we want to listen to the notifications and practice for this eclipse. We'll be in rehearsal mode because obviously it hasn't come yet, so we can only test this out in rehearsal mode. Our notifications are all set up as we had the authorization given previously. Nothing currently scheduled, all systems go on the notification settings. We'll tap rehearsal mode. I had selected second contact in the timeline, but let's rewind that just a little bit until, let's say, 1:10 beforehand. Nothing scheduled yet because we're in rehearsal mode, and the notifications will be scheduled when you hit play. You can run this without notifications, but generally I would suggest that you have the notifications enabled, as it enables you both to look at the phone if you wish, or to just hear when events are occurring and keep your eyes on the camera. So let's click play and see what happens. There's the countdown running, and there are the notifications scheduled.
Second contact in 60 seconds.
Okay, we're 60 seconds out. So this is the period of time during an eclipse where you would be thinking about removing the solar filter from your camera, potentially adjusting your exposure settings or your bracketing settings in order to expose for the diamond ring and Bailey's beads just prior to totality.
Second contact in 30 seconds.
30 seconds to go. We're probably photographing fairly intensely at this point, so bursts of shots to capture all of the different phenomena. The diamond ring and Bailey's beads will be changing very quickly at this point.
Stand by.
Stand by for second contact. And so you want a lot of exposures to capture all of the interesting changes that are happening.
Second contact in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There it is.
Maximum eclipse in 30 seconds.
But as we're near the edge, the duration is short, and so maximum eclipse is happening just over 30 seconds away. And we get a countdown for that as well. So if you're looking to capture the corona, the best time
Stand by.
to do that is at around maximum eclipse. So now you're exposing for the corona. You may be taking longer exposures to get the outer
Maximum
corona.
eclipse in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Third contact in 30 seconds.
And third contact is fast approaching as well. Maybe pause the photography, look up, enjoy the sight. And now back to the camera. We're exposing for Bailey's beads
Stand by.
and diamond ring. And here it's coming. This is the sun emerging out from behind the moon.
Third contact in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there it is. All happens very quickly. And now the sun is coming out. The sun and moon are moving apart. You're still shooting for diamond ring and Bailey's beads.
15 seconds past third contact.
But it's important to keep aware of the time since third contact, as it's vital to put the solar filter or a lens cap back over your camera within 1 minute of third contact. So we keep this
30 seconds past third contact.
showing as active, as green, you can see. And we'll keep that there for a whole minute. And so we have one more third contact notification to come, and that will be at 1 minute past third contact. And by then, solar filter's on, lens cap's on. Eclipse glass is on if you're looking at the sun, obviously, by now.
60 seconds past third contact.
Okay, So totality is past. We're back into partial. We have been for a minute or so. And we've got an hour and 19 until fourth contact will occur. Let's just have a look at what notifications have been scheduled. You can see these are the ones that have already fired. There is the 60 seconds past third contact. We've got fourth contact, a notification 5 minutes before, 60 seconds before, 30 seconds before, a standby, and then the time when it's due. And these are very precise times. If you're really photographing this event in detail, you want to know exactly when the sun and the moon are moving apart. And so, unlike things like moonrise or sunrise or sunset, these times are precise, more so than sunrise, which is impacted by refraction and so forth. So that is rehearsing your eclipse notifications and countdown. I'm going to pause that, and that will cancel all the pending notifications, and we're done. So be sure to schedule some notifications in rehearsal mode for this eclipse, and to practice well in advance. Make sure that you have silent mode off on your phone, that the volume is turned up. Make sure you can hear the notifications, that your screen doesn't dim unexpectedly or lock. Those are all things you may need to change for the day in order to ensure you can see the countdown timer running. On the day, you're simply going to be in live mode instead of rehearsal mode, and everything will be scheduled for you. Note that the location for which these notifications are scheduled is whatever you have set in the app on the map. And there's a reason for that, which is that there are many use cases where you need to be scheduling notifications for a place that you're traveling to, rather than where you currently are in the car or the train or hiking, whatever it might be. So when you come into this screen, it shows you the distance of your device from the location for which the countdown is configured. And in this case, it's 785 miles away from Colorado. On the day, you want this to be within a mile, and ideally as accurate as you can, and it will give you a green tick if all is well, or a warning symbol, as you see here, if you are too far away, versus what's configured in the app. So just keep an eye on that. But otherwise, you can run this in live mode, and in live mode on the day of April 8th, everything will be scheduled as you've seen. Just make sure that you have solar and lunar eclipses enabled within settings. You may wish to consider turning off any events you really don't care about. Things like moon phase, new moon, and transit, those can happen in the middle of the eclipse in certain locations, but you probably don't care about those notifications on eclipse day, so I would recommend turning those off. Other than that, you should be good to go. Just make sure you rehearse, make sure your notification status is good, and make sure you test. And otherwise, I wish you a very successful eclipse photography session.